Mayor Kalmick, we can get started.
All right, thank you. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the January 10th, 2022 City Council meeting. I'll now call the meeting to order. Please note that this meeting is being attended by City Council and staff via Zoom teleconference. Thank you for your patience as we continue to navigate city business through this meeting process. For the benefit of the public and as required by the Brown Act, the vote will be by roll call. City Clerk, would you please take roll?
Yes, Councilmember Moore.
Here.
Councilmember Sestarsik.
Here, I'm here.
Councilmember Masalavic.
Yeah, I'm here.
Mayor Pro Tem Verapapa.
Here.
And Mayor Kalmick.
Here.
All present.
Thank you. Next is the approval of the agenda and the waiver of full reading of resolutions and ordinances. By motion of the City Council, this is the time to notify the public of any changes to the agenda and or rearrange the order of the agenda. Does anyone wish to pull a consent calendar item? Okay, City Clerk, do we have any supplemental communications?
Yes, Mayor. 2 supplemental communications were received. They've been distributed to the council and made available to the public.
Great, thank you. So now call for a motion and a second for the consent calendar.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Could we have a roll call vote, please?
Yes, Mayor Verapapa, how do you vote?
Mayor Pro Tem Verapapa.
Mayor Pro Tem Verapapa, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councilmember Masalavic, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councilmember Sestarsik, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councilmember Moore, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mayor Kalmick, how do you vote?
Yes. That passes 5-0. Now we will have a presentation by the Orange County Sanitation District. I'm going to call on Raul Cuellar to make this presentation for us.
Mr. Mayor, I would like to step in if possible. My name is Kathy. Yeah, hi.
Yes, hi, Kathy.
No worry. Hello. My name is Kathy Millay, and I am the Director of Engineering for Orange County Sanitation. And thank you for allowing us to be here and be part of your agenda. I was actually planning on speaking tonight. I have AV issues, so I am here. I'm on the phone. I'm going to let Raul do the PowerPoint presentation, but I'm available for questions by phone. And before I start off, I again, thank you. And I want to acknowledge Councilmember Masalavic. She is the representative for Seal Beach on our board of directors. She also participates in our operations and engineering committee and a leadership position on our steering committee. So thank you for your guidance and support. OCSAN is a wastewater agency, and we're here tonight to talk about a sewer project. I last came to the city council meeting in December 2020 to talk about a sewer project that was about to begin. And I said I would be back when we were actually about to have a contractor on the street. And so here we are, the contractor is starting work, and we'd just like to give you a summary again of the project. When I spoke a year ago, I talked a lot about the entire project. It involves a few cities. We'll touch on the whole project, but we really want to emphasize tonight the impacts this will have to the Seal Beach residents. So with that, I will stay on the phone, but I will turn it over to Raul Cuellar.
Good evening. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for your time tonight. As Kathy mentioned, my name is Raul Cuellar. I am the engineering supervisor for the Orange County Sanitation District Project Management Office. So we're here to update you on the OCSAN Los Alamitos trunk project within the Seal Beach segment. As you may have noticed, work started last week on the northbound of the Seal Beach Boulevard. And I'll give you some additional details of the current work and future work in the next couple of slides. Next slide, please. So you're not familiar with Orange County Sanitation District. Kathy already mentioned a little bit of us. What do? We provide wastewater collection, treatment, and disposal for approximately 2.6 million people. We also are governed by a board of directors with 25 board members appointed from 20 cities, 4 special districts, and 1 representative from the Orange County Board of Supervisors. We have 2 major treatment facilities, Plan 1 in Fountain Valley and Plan 2 in Huntington Beach. Next slide, please. So going into the specific of the Los Alamitos trunk sewer, you can see from the view of the location where the project extends from the north side. We have Catella Avenue. On the west is Oak Streets and Lexington Drive on the east side. And then our project, our 2 trunk lines go from Catella Avenue into Seal Beach Boulevard, Los Alamitos Boulevard, all the way to the 405 freeway. This project include a lot of work with several agencies and cities. We have the City of Seal Beach, Los Alamitos, Rossmore, which is an incorporated area of County of Orange, and a small portion of the City of Cypress. This pipe is, you do the quick math, 47 to 63 years old, but it's in good condition. We just have to do some rehabilitation, and I'll get into those details. What are we doing? And the pipe is, 30 to 39 inch. This is sometimes small for us. We go all the way to 120 inch. But yeah, we're ready. This project already started, and this just gives you an overall perspective, all the coordination, all the work that we had to do with all the agencies involved on the project. Next slide, please. Why are we doing this? Orange County Sanitation, we take a very proactive approach with our assets. We look into what is needed, and we rehab a very proactive approach, So what is the problem here? When we did our CCTV, our inspection of these pipelines, there is calcium deposits. You can see the white calcium that is building on the pipe. So how do we fix this? I think this is a built up on the PowerPoint. You can press the next key, please. For the calcium deposits, what do? We have to jet the pipe, which we have to do pipe cleaning. This is because these calcium deposits are restricting flow. Then also during our assessment, we found some leaking joints. We groundwater and infiltration. And what do we do with those joints? We do chemical grouting. We go in every joint, we tested it, and we inject grout to stop the infiltration. Also along the pipe segments, we found manholes that were in good shape, and we just have to do some rehabilitation. We found some manholes that we need to replace. And also we found some manholes that are undersized, and we just need to remove the top portion of the manhole. We call these, the top portion, we call it the chimney. So some of those manholes, we're doing that way we can have better access. Next slide, please. So now going more into the City of Seal Beach limits, on the right side, you can see a map with the 2 cyan colors. Those are the pipe rehabilitation. So where those two pipes run along Seal Beach Boulevard, Los Alamitos, and going to Old Ranch Parkway. So we're rehabilitating those pipes. Also, we have manholes. As I mentioned, there are some manholes that we need to replace. Some we have to reconstruct, some we have to rehab, and there is one manhole that we're abandoning. What does this involve? This involves that we need to do traffic control. You may not see what we're doing inside the pipe or inside the manhole, but when you drive by, but if, the work that we just started last week, northbound Seal Beach Boulevard, we need to take 2 lanes of traffic. That's the impact to the community, that's the impact that you will see, and we're working on the pipeline, or we're working on a manhole. And this is kind of gives you just a perspective of the work. However, the good news is we work with all the cities and all the agencies, and the contractor has to remove all the traffic control. At the end of every work shift, traffic control has to be gone, and then next day or next night, whenever the contractor has to work, they can come back and do the traffic control. So in the next couple of slides, I'll be more specific about what we're doing. But we have done extensive communication, extensive coordination with all the agencies, and we're finally in construction. And that's when, we cannot avoid disruption, but we try to minimize all these efforts. I think we've been working with all the agencies and all the cities for more than 2 years, a couple of years, that we've been working to try to get this into construction. Next slide, please. So this is a build-up. So as I mentioned, we just started work last week on northbound. If you can go to the next, please. So we just started this work last week on Seal Beach Boulevard, we had the contractor start doing pipe cleaning along northbound of Seal Beach. But the work that they are doing starts from the north, from the limit with the city of Los Alamitos, and then it goes to the south towards the golf course. And that's the work that is happening from now, January 2022, all the way to spring 2022. Also, we did extensive coordination with the 405 construction, the expansion, the OCTA project. And there is one manhole that we cannot do at this time. We need to wait until fall of 2022. We'll continue to coordinate with the 405 and staff. And once we get the green light, we will go and do that manhole. But right now, I think it's sometime around September that we can go and do that work. Next, advance, please, the slide. So once the contractor is done on the northbound of Seal Beach, now they jump to the southbound of Seal Beach. And same, they start from the north side and they go to the south side, starting from the city of Los Alamitos limit. They go into Seal Beach, and then they continue along Seal Beach, Los Alamitos Boulevard, and they will continue all the way to on the west side into the Old Ranch Parkway. This is right now planned to start July 2022 and be completed by December 2022 in the within Rossmore. So this gives you a perspective of really the work that is going to happen within the city of Seal Beach. Next slide, please. So during all this work that we did in the couple of years, we had to coordinate with all the agencies. We had to coordinate with to really take all the potential impacts. And we came up with different work hours. You can click on the next build out, please. So and there are several, my intent is not to go one by one unless there are some specific questions, but we work like in this example with business area. We're doing all this work at night. Next one, please. We coordinated to do some work during the day. Next one, please. We are doing some work at night. Next one. We're doing some work on weekends. At this intersection right at the city of Los Alamitos of city of Seal Beach, we identify that this work can only be done on Saturdays to minimize the disruption. So this is 3 manholes that we're doing on weekends only. Next one, please. And then in residential areas, we're doing the work only Monday through Saturday during the day. Next one, please. And then some of this work and the commercial, we're doing it at night. So if you go back to the what are we doing, the pipe cleaning and the chemical grouting, we are required to do this work at night. That's when we don't have flows in the pipe. So we are restricted that work needs to be done at night when we don't have any flows in the pipe. And the reason is that we didn't want to do any major bypass. So that's why we came with those hours. That work has to be done at night. However, there is no open cut, there is no trenching. We use, you will see our traffic control. We go inside the pipe, do the cleaning, do the chemical grouting, and at the end of the day, we just remove the crews. Without going into each one, we work extensively with the Seal Beach, Los Alamitos, Rossmore, to ensure that the best option for the residents, the business, the commuters, the school parents, and was incorporated into these work hours, and we can still get the work done within the reasonable time frame. So this just gives you a perspective of what is going to happen within the city of Seal Beach, and you're going to see crews at different hours, and we wanted to really provide you this detail. That way you know what is happening. With that, I'm going to transfer this to Daisy Covarrubias. Daisy is our point of contact for all our public outreach efforts. So next slide, please.
Thank you, Raul. As Raul mentioned, I'm the lead for all the public outreach for this project. And I'd like to go over just quickly what our program consists of and how we make sure that we keep the community informed. Throughout the design of this project, we were working very closely with all the cities, as well as some of the HOAs and special groups in the community to make sure they were informed of the construction. Now that construction has started, we have continued with those efforts, making sure that we keep the community appraised of what is taking place so that there's never any issues or any problems going to the city directly. We have a project website that is kept up to date with all the project information. When an update is posted, we send out email and text alerts to the community. We have sent out extensive information about how to sign up for those alerts. encouraging people to register so they can get the latest information in their inbox or on their cell phone. We are also active on social media, posting all the information. So once again, that information is available and accessible to them. We send out flyers, notifications, various alerts that are hand delivered to each home to make sure that the project information is provided and letting them know what the current status is. Being that we have different work hours in different locations, we continue to share that information so that the community is aware of the hours in each area that is taking place. We have a construction hotline that is available 24 hours, 7 days a week. That is via email and also the phone number, which is here on the screen. We have a liaison that is working with the community, sharing that information as the point of contact with all the businesses and the residents, the schools. As I mentioned, we have notifications, website updates, social media, text alerts, project information signs, alerting to the fact that this is an OC SAM project and not a city project. We work closely with staff to make sure that they have the contact information so that if questions do come in from the community, those are sent directly to us so that we can address those issues. And in the city of Seal Beach, we've been specifically working very closely with Leisure World, making sure that that community is also informed of the construction activity. Next slide, please. Here's all of our contact information, our website, our social media handle, and our construction hotline information that can be utilized to access project information and also reach us directly. We thank you so much for your time and your attention to this matter. If you have any questions, the team and I are available to answer those. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any questions from council?
I have a question.
Yes.
Could you back the slides up to the site plans where the work is being done that shows, no, before that, yeah. I'm looking at Old Ranch Parkway that veers off of Seal Beach and then goes west. And there's going to be day work there. The freeway construction that's taking place along Old Ranch Road right now has closed that parkway. And I wonder if this will in any way impact that, or is the OC San work in far enough in the future where Old Ranch Parkway will be open and available for people to use? Or is there going to, my real question is there going to be a conflict between your work and OCTA's work on the freeway?
I can answer that. We are working very closely with OCTA. We are coordinating schedules and the type of work that is occurring so as not to create a conflict. That's one of the reasons why this on the northbound side is not being done until September of this year to avoid any conflict with OCTA. The ramp will not be closed when we perform our work. It'll just be some traffic control and lane reductions, but the ramp will be open as our work is occurring. So no, there will not be any conflict.
Okay. To that, Daisy, we have construction meetings where OCTA and City of Seal Beach construction management staff is also invited. Our construction management staff also keeps monitoring, construction on OCTA can be delayed, can be faster. So we, the construction team meets constantly. That way, if there is something that we did not anticipate, we can make sure that there is no conflict. At this time, construction manager says we've been coordinating and we don't have a conflict at this time.
Okay, that's good, because we know there have been delays along Old Ranch, and I just don't want it to take any longer than it already has to open up. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions from council?
Yeah, hi, Mayor Kalmick. This is Mike Verpop. I have a question.
Go ahead, Mike.
Will there be any full roadway closures, or is it just lane closures?
It's only lane closures.
So no total full roadway closures, northbound or
Correct.
southbound at any
No
time?
full closures. Correct. So there's
At
3
any-
lanes right now in each direction, and at any one point, it'll just be 2 lanes will be closed, 1 lane will be always open.
And you said Old Ranch will remain open to the 22
Correct.
at all times. Now they're finishing up that project this spring, and they're gonna leave like a nice clean surface. They've been working on it for a year and all that stuff. Do you guys come in and just basically tear it all apart again, and then how is that left in place after they finished all their work, putting all their new pavement in, and then you come in and you build new storm drains or manholes, and this kind of, how do you leave it at the end of the day, basically, when you're all said and done? Is it going to be like it's a brand new situation like it was when OCTA leaves it there in the spring? Or will they be patchwork like we see in other places?
For the pipeline work, we do not need to do any open cut. We just need access to our manholes. So if you go back to the what are we doing slide, you can see that at the location we have, can you back up 2 slides, please? You can see that there is pipeline work there. For the rehab, we do not need to remove any asphalt. And then we have Old Ranch Road. We have 4 manholes that I can see, 4 or 5 manholes that we're doing some of the work. And also some of them is manhole rehab from the inside. And in the manholes that we need to remove the chimney, yes, we need to coordinate with OCTA that when we do that work, if we need to cut the asphalt or cut the work, it's not brand new asphalt. So I'll ask the construction management team that we coordinate that brand new asphalt, we don't go back and open that. So we'll have to add that. That's a good comment.
Because I think they're going to be done by spring, summer with Old Ranch, from what I remember. It's supposed to open up fairly soon. It did get delayed, but I mean, they're going to leave a nice finished surface there. So it'd be nice to coordinate with them and see how, when you leave, it could be the same nice finished surface and there's not a big patch job, so to speak, or a bunch of patch jobs on the new manholes.
Right, that is part of the coordination with OCTA. And
Yeah.
2 of the manholes that we are talking about are within landscaped areas, not necessarily in the roadway.
Great.
So that does minimize that impact to the road.
But I'll take your comment back, and I'll meet with construction management to make sure that we coordinate that. That's a good, we don't want a brand new asphalt to go back. So we have the time right now, and we can do that coordination and make sure that we don't disrupt after
Great.
they are done.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Last chance, any other questions? If not, I want to thank Lacey and Raul and Kathy for the presentation tonight. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Have a good night.
All right, time for public communications. At this time, members of the public may address the council regarding items on this city council agenda. Pursuant to the Brown Act, the council cannot discuss or take action on any items not on the agenda unless authorized by law. Those members of the public wishing to provide comment were asked to send comments via email to the city clerk or via the comment icon on the city website before 5:30 today. Comments provided via email by 5:30 p.m. today were distributed to the city council and posted on the city website for review by the public. Email comments received after that time will be posted on the city's website and forwarded to the city council after the meeting. Any documents for review should be sent to the city clerk prior to the meeting for distribution. Those members of the public wishing to call in can join the Zoom meeting from any electronic device by clicking the following link, zoom.us/j/84561645507, or they may also call in by dialing 1-669-900-9128 #. Those members requesting to speak by phone or on Zoom can unmute by entering *6 when called upon to speak. Once in the meeting, you will be added to the waiting room until the public comment period begins. At that time, the commentator will be allowed to join the meeting to offer their comments. Commenters will be allotted 5 minutes to address the council. The ability to comment will be disabled when your allotted time has expired. City Clerk, do we have any emailed comments or anyone on the call that wishes to address the council?
We have no emailed comments. However, we do have Stephanie Wade on the call wishing to address the council.
Thank you. Go ahead, Stephanie.
Sorry, just turning off my camera. Excuse me. So my name is Stephanie Wade. I'm a Seal Beach resident, but I come here this evening as the district director for Orange County Supervisor for the new District 2, as well as the old District 2, which included Seal Beach. And I just wanted to say on behalf of the supervisor, how much we've really appreciated working with the city of Seal Beach, what a well-run city it is. And in particular, I wanted to thank the city residents and especially its staff, who I know really contributed a great deal to the supervisor's coat drive. It's an annual event that she's been doing, I think, for about 15 years. But this was probably the biggest year she's ever had and probably one of the neediest years she ever had. But what really struck me, and I made sure the supervisor knew, and she was really touched, was that, Seal Beach is such a small city compared to the other cities in her old district, yet it gave more coats than any other city or any other location. I know I'm meeting with Lauren Barish tomorrow to just mop up and get that last box out of your hair, because I know City Hall's closed, but Lauren's going to let me in tomorrow around 2, and I'll get any last coats. And I want to assure those that have given coats that we've already given out literally, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of coats already, but that we're making arrangements for some of the stragglers that are coming in to make sure those get to some needy folks this winter. Other than that, I just wanted to say that Mayor Kalmick, congratulations again on being reappointed as mayor, and thank you for attending the mayor's breakfast that we held via Zoom last week, and thank you all very much for hearing my comments.
Okay, thank you, Stephanie, very much. So anyone else at all, City Clerk?
No, Mayor, there's no one else.
Okay, thank you. City Attorney's report from Craig Steele. Do you have anything this evening?
Good evening, Mayor and members of council. I have no report this evening, but wish everybody a happy new year.
Great, thank you. City Manager's report. City Manager Ingram, your report.
Yes, Mayor, thank you. I have one item to share tonight. You have an item on your consent calendar tonight to approve the appointment of our new interim finance director, Sherry Johnson, who's with us tonight for her first council meeting. So welcome, Sherry. Sherry's service with the city of Seal Beach as our interim finance director began last Monday, January 3rd. And I know all of you will respect and appreciate that she brings over 30 years of public and private sector leadership as an interim city manager, finance director, accounting manager, and auditor. Sherry retired from the city of Westminster last year after dedicating over 24 years of devoted service to their community. Sherry has a bachelor's degree in accounting from California State University, Fullerton, and has been a CPA for over 30 years. She's also a longtime member of the Government Finance Officers Association and the California Society of Municipal Finance Officers, and was awarded GFOA's Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Finance Reporting on behalf of the City of Westminster for the past 24 years. So we're really fortunate to have recruited Sherry to the City of Seal Beach, as she's a well-respected leader, colleague, and experienced finance and public sector professional. Please join me in welcoming Sherry to the City of Seal Beach and the executive management team, and we really look forward to working with Sherry, as well as her leadership and guidance as we continue to move forward with several project and strategic priorities in the finance department. And I also look forward to the opportunity for each one of you, council, to personally meet Sherry as well. So at this time, I'd like to give Sherry an opportunity to say a few words tonight as well. Sherry?
Thank you, Jill. Good evening, Mayor and council members. I'm so excited to be here this evening and for the opportunity to work for the city of Seal Beach. The city staff and directors have been so accommodating, and I'm looking forward to assisting during this transitional period. If I can be of any service to you, please feel free to reach out. I look forward to working with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sherry. And Mayor, thank you. That's all I have tonight.
All right, thank you. Time for council comments. General council member comments and reporting is pursuant to AB 1234. Start with Councilman Moore.
No comments tonight. Thank you.
Okay. Council member Sestarsik.
I have no comments tonight. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay. Council member Masalava.
I'd like to thank Orange County Sanitation District for coming in and explaining that project. I mentioned it a couple of times, and I'm glad they were here to explain in more detail what we can expect from this project. And there hasn't been a lot of mosquito activity, so I really don't have a report about that. And that completes my report.
Well, thank you. And Council member Verapapa.
Yeah, nothing to report tonight. Thank you.
Okay, and Council member me. I just want to let folks know that I attended via Zoom Supervisor Katrina Foley's mayor's meeting that she holds once a month. And it's very good because we're able to communicate rather openly and discuss issues that are, pertinent to what used to be the district that Katrina Foley serves. And even better that she's invited those of us who are no longer going to be in her district to continue to attend their mayor's meeting, which I fully intend to do. And then I also attended via Zoom the Orange County mayor's meeting, which broadens things out a little bit and represents mayors from, all over Orange County. And last thing, just to remind folks that this Saturday at noon will be a memorial for former council member and mayor Victor Gerges at Eisenhower Park. And that's concludes my report.
Mayor, if I could?
Yes.
I just wanted an opportunity and follow up to Ms. Wade's comments. I think it speaks volumes of our staff team. I was really pleased to hear that we were, in terms of all the cities in our supervisorial district, that our city and staff team donated the most new jackets for needy kids for Christmas. And so I'm really proud of our staff team that really stepped up. My executive team, our entire staff team really, and the Police Officers Association, Police Management Association. I know they donated cash so that our staff could go out and purchase new jackets, and reached out to some local merchants who actually donated jackets as well. So wanted an opportunity, as I said, to say thank you to our awesome staff team that really loves opportunities like this when we can work with the community and work together to donate and be part of something that's really meaningful, especially during the holidays. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Next is item A under council items. City Council appointment to the Planning Commission, District 2. This is a request of Council Member Moore that the City Council appoint Dominic Massetti to the Planning Commission as a representative for District 2. I'll call on City Clerk Harper to officiate.
Thank you, Mayor and members of the City Council, City Manager Ingram. The item before you tonight is to fill the vacancy on the Seal Beach Planning Commission with a representative from District 2. A notice of resignation for Rondi Winkler was received in the clerk's office on November 3rd, 2021, and the required notice of vacancy was posted November 22nd, 2021. Councilmember Moore has requested to appoint Dominic Massetti, who has been a residential owner in Seal Beach since 2009. He served as director and CFO on his HOA board of directors. He currently serves on the Golden Rain Foundation Board of Leisure World, representing his HOA, where he has contributed to committees overseeing finance and community facilities. Mr. Massetti retired from Omnivision Technologies in 2016, where he worked as an intellectual property engineer. Nick's career spanned from 45 years and included contributions of solutions for Hughes Aircraft, circuit fabrication processes at Texas Instruments, and integrated circuit foundries oversight for Seagate Technologies. The term for this appointee will expire on December 2024. It is the request of Councilmember Moore that the City Council appoint Dominic Massetti to the Seal Beach Planning Commission as a representative for District 2. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Gloria. Do we have any council member comments?
Yes.
Go ahead, Councilman Moore.
I just want to thank all of the applicants in District 2 that applied for Planning Commission. All were very well qualified, and it was a difficult decision. Nick Massetti, he's very active in Leisure World, and he's on the GRF board. And some may know him for installing air sensors throughout the community to measure the quality of the air. He has a garden in Edison Park, community garden, and he has family that lives in Surfside, and he's very detail oriented, and I think he'll do very well on the Planning Commission. So I'd like to go ahead and make a motion to nominate him for Planning Commissioner.
All right, before we do that, are there any other council comments? Okay, now we'll call for a motion and a second. I'll move.
I'll second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. City Clerk Harper, could we have a roll call vote, please?
Yes, Mayor. I'm here now. Councilmember Moore, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councilmember Masalavet, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councilmember Sistarsik, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Verapapa, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mayor Kalmick, how do you vote?
Yes, that passes 5-0. Thank you, and we welcome Mr. Massetti to our Planning Commission. Next, consent calendar. Items on the consent calendar are considered to be routine and are enacted by a single motion with the exception of items removed by council members. So since there were none removed, I'll call for a motion and a second.
I'll move.
I'll second.
Thank you. May we have a roll call vote, please?
Yes, Mayor. Councilmember Sistarsik,
Yes.
how do you vote?
Yes.
Councilmember Masalavet, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councilmember Moore, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Verapapa, how do you vote? Mayor Pro Tem Verapapa, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mayor Kalmick, how do you vote?
Yes, that passes 5-0. Thank you. We have no public hearings tonight. We have no unfinished business tonight, and we have no new business tonight. Therefore, I will now adjourn the City Council to Monday, January 24th, 2022 at 5:30 p.m. to meet in closed session if deemed necessary. So thank you, everyone, for your attendance this evening, and have a nice rest of the week.
Thank you.